out to Queen V more. Thank you for letting me make fun of you. I appreciate that. Yeah, it was based on the Broadway play. Yeah, you're right, Couture Bay. Neutral on her. Okay, neutral. Veronica, neutral. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and move on to Britney Spears. So, like I said earlier, well, I actually said it on Facebook. TMZ is in bed with Britney Spears' parents. If you go back in history and look at some of the articles that TMZ done, they were always negative. Even during the whole Free Britney movement, they were always negative. And so they had came out with this headline, right? And they had said Britney Spears paramedics police called to the hotel guest feared mental breakdown. So the article had originally said like Britney Spears was, manic. She was beating up her boyfriend, and they were fighting or whatnot. And here he is over in the left picture right there. I don't know if you guys can see it, but in the blue stripe, in the lumberjack fit, yeah, that's him right there. And she was fighting with him, and she was beating him up. They said she hurt herself because she was limping, possibly a cut on her foot. She was rude to the hotel staff, and all this elaborate story, right? So then Britney came out and had to put out a statement on her Instagram. She said, just to let people know the news is fake, I would like, mind you, Britney, the way she typed is like a run-on sentence. So here we go. I would like respect at this time for people to understand I am getting stronger every day. Truth sucks, so can someone teach me how to lie? Goddesses out there, I'm reaching my higher power, and furthermore, I hope you guys are too. I need a new toothbrush right now. P.S. I need an espresso. P.S. Not sure why I feel the need to share this. I guess I'm just now, Brittany. Why you always be putting this? Anyway, y'all, and I'm on period. I'm on my period, so I'm bitchy. Shit. I also twisted my ankle last night, and paramedics showed up at my door illegally. They never came in my room, but I felt completely harassed. I'm moving to Boston. Peace. So that's what she wrote on our Instagram. So then TMZ had like a retraction story and said, oh, Britney put out a statement, blah, blah, blah. So then TMZ thought, let's go ahead and get revenge on her and let's talk about her divorce, but she's not legally single, right? So it said Britney Spears and Sam, I think it's Asghari, divorce official, but still not legally single. So the divorce is finalized, right? And this is what it is. You had to read the whole article to figure out what it exactly was talking about. So in California, there's a law where you have to wait 6 or 7 months before you can remarry again. So you can be engaged right now, but you can't legally marry again. And so so basically, what they were saying was like, oh, look, she's not single yet because you got to wait for that rule. They're not together at all, y'all. They're not together. It's just that rule in California where you have to wait some months before you can remarry again. That's it. She's allowed to do whatever she wants to. He's allowed to do whatever he wants to. Now, we will be here if he want to give an exclusive interview to AT2, he can definitely call over here to the show and give an exclusive interview. Or if he write a book, we definitely reading it. But other than that, TMZ is literally in bed with her parents, and they will put out any slanderous story. If you're not the Kardashian Jenner clan, they'll put out anything about you. They literally do not care. But Britney also put out this video. Let's go ahead and play it, you guys.
Okay, guys, so I really twisted my ankle last night like an idiot, just to show proof. Don't look at my feet. I need a manicure. It's so bad. Fucking idiot here tries to do a leap in the living room at the chateau, and I fell, embarrassed myself, and that's it. Paramedics came to my door illegally, of course, caused this huge scene, which was so unnecessary, and all I needed was ice. But yeah, it is actually pretty bad, but shit happens. My little foot, and then
Now, I will say this. I believe Britney Spears need people around her who actually love her. I feel that her parents are definitely a no. But I feel like the people who she have around her are just random ass people. Once that husband left, I got suspicious. I'm gonna be honest. Her husband filed for divorce and everything like that. And mind you, he was with her through the conservatorship. So I will say there's things about Britney where you kind of like, I wonder what's going on with her. Why is this not making any sense? But Brittany said this. She said, I know my mom was involved. I haven't, and this is underneath the post about her foot, the video I just showed you. I know my mom was involved. I haven't talked to her in 6 months, and she called right after it happened before the news being out. I was set up just like she did way back when. I wish I had my grandparents. I can't stand her. I honestly don't care. I will say it. P.S. This man is wonderful. He's like a father to me, and he got me through last night. I adore you and admire you, Mr. Matthew. So I guess Mr. Matthew is the dude. That's her boyfriend. But I thought his name was like Paul or something like that. But anyway, yeah, so that's what she wrote. She said, it happened, and then all of a sudden, before the article came out, her mom called her. Stephanie says, so I think most of the time, even unwell people should be able to do as they choose. Conservatorship should only be used in extreme cases. Yeah, and that's when conservatorship are supposed to be used, when you can't think for yourself and you can't do anything. When she was in the conservatorship, she was only 27, 28, I believe, you guys. She was either in her late 20s or early 30s when she went into conservatorship. Right, MB, I agree. She'll never be normal. Right. And I think all the trauma that she's been through, I think that's coming out. That's coming out within her actions and the things that she do. And I feel like the reason why she always posting dance videos is because yeah, that's her only release or her form of freedom. And she doesn't want to return to music. She doesn't want to be in the public eye. She just basically wants to live her life on her own terms because she felt trapped and she felt like, dang, this industry, my parents, my family, they made me do these things that I didn't want to do. This is my only source of outlet, and this is my only time where I get to feel free. And maybe we don't like it or we don't understand it all the time, but hell, I mean, it's her life at the end of the day. Until I see her or hear about her harming herself and actually, ending up in the hospital or something like that, I'm just gonna let Britney live her life. That's just for me personally. I'm gonna let her live her life. But I don't feel that her family is in the right, and I don't like the people that are around her. I believe that she needs some people that actually care about her in her corner. And people who don't also make money. Because you got to remember, if people are making money for Britney, they don't care about her. Just like this whole guardianship with Wendy Williams. How is Wendy Williams broke and have a guardian who gets paid from her estate? If Wendy is broke, she don't need no conservator taking her money or guardian or whatnot. And she definitely don't need to pay Kevin a dime. He got his money. You know, that's how I feel. But it's all about money. If her parents can get in contact with or get, her estate, then they're going to, drain her money. If a friend or somebody who she quote unquote trusts, they're going to be looking for a payday or money too. Because I bet you anybody who's around Britney, she's paying for everything. She's paying for every goddamn thing, food, hotel, travel, this and that. All those people around her, they're paid people. I don't think anybody hangs around Britney Spears for free. It's sad, but it's the truth. No one is hanging around that woman for free. Everybody is getting the paycheck. So I think Britney doesn't know who she can trust, really. Would they really hang around you if you were broke? Like, and allegedly, that's another thing that TMZ put. They said that she's going broke and she's losing her money and stuff like that. I hope she has an accountant or something like that. I hope she's not blowing through her money and stuff like that. But you never know. You never really know. But that's another story that TMZ put out there. She's blowing through her money. She's losing her money and all this stuff. I don't think Britney is broke. Do I think that she's as rich as she once was? No, but I definitely don't feel that she's broke. Right, J990. How do they know she's broke? Who's leaking this information? Well, we know it's the parents. The parents are the people leaking the information. They don't want to see that girl happy. Anytime Britney is moving on with her life, it's always some scandal that's coming out that she's doing X, Y, and Z. And if she does need help, then privately you get her some help. You don't try to put articles out there. We know Harvey Levin. That's the guy that owned TMZ. Harvey Levin literally is in bed with anybody who pays him money. If Britney is not paying him money to put out a story positive about her, he's going to put out everything negative. They feed and literally eat off of Britney. Just like why every story they post about the Kardashians is positive. Now, was Kanye, cuckoo, cray, all that? Yeah, at the time. But every literal story was about how Kim and the Kardashians are saints and they're trying to help Kanye and all this other stuff. They're in bed with TMZ, literally. Got to be careful, And again, I know all blogs and stuff like that are always working with people and stuff like that. It's kind of like the status quo, but just knowing that TMZ literally can put out bullshit all the time, they're trash. And who still pays attention to TMZ, by the way? With the Shade Room, Hollywood Unlocked, yeah, all the urban blogs have taken over TMZ. Nobody cares about them anymore. Just being honest. One would hope that the conservator would be investing her money. Exactly. Probably not. I don't even think you have to invest the person's money. I think you can just drain it. And that's why they were making her work to make sure money came in all the time. If she took a break, that means no money coming in. That means less money to do things. So yeah, it's all a strategy, Nobody truly loves her. That's how I feel. No one truly loves her. All right. So moving on from that, let's go ahead and talk about the Vegas meetup. So I got there on Thursday. Also, shout out to Kay. She got there on Thursday as well. Also, Nadi and her friend Tati got there as well too. I did not meet up with them the first night, but I did meet up with Kay because we stayed at the same hotel. And by the way, it's Super KB. That's who I'm talking about. It was cool meeting her. I feel like we already have a rapport with each other.